That's a great way to start off the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the FU podcast. This is episode 183. This is a very special episode. I know we're normally live on Tuesdays, but since September 11th happened to fall on a Monday, we decided we'll do a podcast.
On Tuesday.
No, on Monday. That'd be today, right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I was listening.
Do you have your sound on?
I have my sound on.
No, I'm talking about your speakers.
No,
Because, I hear...
No, I don't.
Oh, you know what it is?
What?
It's the music playing in the background.
Oh, okay.
It was throwing me for a loop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Threw you for a loop?
It did.
Okay. All right. Well, first thing I want to say is go Bills. For tonight. Hopefully they can beat the Jets. Really?
Did you see that?
No, Really?
Yes.
What?
This thing is pissing me off.
Turn it off. Hey, Molly. Hey, Ashley. Hello. How y'all doing? Anybody else that is in the house, say hello.
Oh, I got to turn on the
Chat.
Yeah, that
thing. Yeah, the chat. There you go. Yep. So as we know, all 22 years ago today, I can't believe it's been that long. Seems like yesterday. I'm sorry, Molly. Well, you always know how I feel about breaks. As we all know, today, 22 years ago, we had the worst terrorist attack on American soil. And my question to the people that are watching right now, where were you 22 years ago today when it all happened? And me with my day off and then driving to work was, it was creepy, very creepy. It's quiet, not an airplane in the sky. So,
what are you talking about? The day that it happened?
The day that it happened, it was creepy.
Well, you worked for the airline at the time, right?
Yeah.
So I bet it was really fucking creepy.
It was very creepy.
Yeah.
Let's see. And also that day, I think I picked up Jim and Molly from school before I went out there, and I took them over to my mother's house.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what happened with us that day. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, that was me. You know?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta fix this freaking screen BS thing.
So, yeah, Molly was in third grade. Molly, you were in third grade at the time, I think. Right? Yeah. Molly was in third.
Mm-hmm.
Molly was in third, and Jim was in fifth. Yep. Their mother was at work, and yeah, I took care of the kids. Didn't want to explain what was going on, but I explained it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought they kind of needed to know.
Right.
You know? And I knew that...
How old were your kids at the time?
Jim was 9. Yeah, Jim was 9. Mm-hmm. And Molly was 7 at the time.
Can you believe there's a lot of 20-somethings?
Oh, yeah.
And even 20, old 20, 30-somethings that were barely even alive or weren't alive whenever 9/11 stuff happened. It's so crazy.
I know. It's like the kids in their class. Kids in the class that Bush was in when it all happened. You know, they were 7 or 8 years old, and now look at them. I mean, they're what, 30, 31?
Jeez.
Yeah. And anyway, but yeah, that day was just a fucked up day. Everybody started shutting everything down. We thought that was going to be the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually supposed to fly out to New York. I was supposed to be a pallbearer at my uncle's funeral, and I got like literally 20 phone calls in the morning, and I was like, woke up to my phone just ringing off the wall, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And one of the people from Missouri that I went to school with, she actually called me up and told me, she's like, dude, can you believe what's going on? And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? And she's like, turn on the news. And I'm all like, what channel? She's like, any of them.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh
Pretty
shit.
much any of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was, you know,
Mhm.
I don't know. You can't really explain it, especially 22 years later. But the thing is that we all came together as Americans. We all came together. We'll
Mhm.
never forget, but how soon we forgot.
Right.
Well, I mean, we totally forgot. You
Well,
know?
yeah, because I mean, we all like, I mean, it was so, everybody was acting different. Everybody was nicer. Everybody was kinder.
Oh yeah, we were all caring about each other and all that, and it's just, I mean, all of a sudden, bam, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do I don't want to get into that, but
What? Oh.
no, I mean, I was talking about it and everything. I was about to go into the Clinton era, but I didn't want. I don't want to.
Yeah, you'll get Clintonized.
Yeah, I know nothing about Bill and Hillary Clinton. Nope, I don't. So, but yeah, just, you know, like I said, everybody came together, and now we're all like, you know, assholes to each other and everything. You know, which I kind of blame the media for that one, and I kind of blame the government.
The government?
Yeah, the government on
Yeah.
that shit too. Also, you know, it was nice that our president was in Alaska today instead of in New York. You know, but whatever. That's his deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think people in New York asked him, you know what, don't even bother. So that's what at least I read.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. But that's that. Any new listeners? Talk about 9/11 today. Where were you 22 years ago today? We already got something from Ashley and Molly, and anybody else that's out there listening. Where were you 22 years ago today when 9/11 happened? I mean, it was nonstop news coverage. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it just, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain sometimes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I remember like, watching it, and I'm just like completely like disbelief of like what and how, and yeah, it was just amazement
Right.
and just complete shock.
Yeah, everybody was. But like I said, I mean, everybody came together and at that time, and like I said, it's a totally different time now. And just
Mm-hmm. So, in case some of y'all don't know, on September 11th, 2001, if you're living under a rock and you didn't know this, like Patrick said, it was one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in American history. Resulted in 2,977 lives being lost. The shocking events included hijacking of planes by Islamic jihadists who crashed them into the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Another plane, Flight 93, was heroically diverted by passengers and crashed in Pennsylvania. This tragic day has left an impact on the nation, with millions witnessing the events unfolding on live TV. And there's a lot of people that were literally saying like it almost looked like a movie set. It's like,
oh
it's
yeah,
almost to the point where like, are we getting that desensitized that like something like that happens and like your first inclination is this a movie? Is this like a trailer for a new movie?
right. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You know, I mean, I don't know.
So, how do you think the events? This question's to the audience too, and for you, Patrick. How do you think the events of 9/11 shaped not only the United States but also the world in the years that have followed, in the 22 years that have followed after the attack?
Wow.
What do you think, and do you think anything's changed?
A lot has changed.
Uh huh.
A lot of change. Uh, in my opinion,
Mhm.
and this is just my opinion, I'm glad Bush was president at the time
Mhm.
instead of Gore, because Gore would have bowed down to him. In my opinion.
Actually, I have to refute that just because he was a huge energy, and who was the terrorist and where did they come from? The number one provider of oil and gas and everything else.
Where?
So, where do you think where the terrorists came from?
Saudi?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would have to disagree with you because he was the whole point of him and his running on the platform of
Yeah.
getting away from oil. And who did Bush work for? And what is his backstory?
Here we go.
Oil and gas.
Here
There you
we
go.
Here we
I
go.
think you're absolutely on the wrong side of this
Here
because
we
you
go.
got
Here we go. Here we go. Already.
11 minutes in. Let's go, bro.
Ah, dude. Already.
But no, I mean, I think you're absolutely incorrect. And when somebody's incorrect, I don't give a fuck if you're a host on the show or if you're the Pope. I'm gonna call you out.
Well, I
In your fairy tale land, yes, I agree with you, Patrick. Just to appease you and make you feel like that you're right.
No. Okay.
According to your fairy tale
Okay.
land.
So, all right. So,
And you're entitled to your opinion.
okay. So, no, Molly, I'm entitled to my opinion. And I'm about to give it to him, and it's okay because I mean, I can listen to his opinion. He can disagree with me. I can disagree with him. It's all okay, you know. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're not going to take offense to anything that we say.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, if we got really pissed off at each other, you know, well, I don't know how that would go, but you know, I'm not gonna say, listen here, motherfucker, you know, or Devin, that's just bull. Well, I've said that before.
Yeah, you
Devin,
have.
That's bullshit.
That's
Really?
bullshit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, at least I was nice enough. I didn't say, "Hey, Patrick, your idea is bullshit."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Molly, why are you so emotional? Is it
because of 9/11? Oh, probably. Okay, so now, I want to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you why you think that it would have been better to have Gore instead of Bush. You were 21 at the time.
Why do I think? Because what we're doing right now with the electrification of vehicles and everything would have happened back then. And the dependency on oil and gas, we'd already been off of it. Clearly. I mean, look at how much progress we've made in a few years. Why? Because one company stood up and said, fuck this, I'm going to build it. I'm going to mass produce it so that I can get the cost down. And then look what everybody else is doing. All jumped on board. Why? There was no incentives. There was no president. There was nobody that gave him any type of, help. Here, take this money and take your dream and build it. No, he did. He sold his other companies in order to fund it.
Who? Ford?
No. I'm talking about
Bush.
No, Elon.
Elon wasn't even around at that time.
I'm okay. You get off your phone so you can understand what I'm talking about.
I'm not on my phone.
I'm saying if Gore would have been president then,
yes,
we would have already been on the electrification. We'd already be having battery powered cars instead of gasoline. We would be off the dependency completely in 22 years or 25 years, technically, I guess. We would be completely off all that, off the fossil fuels. We wouldn't have to rely on, China and Russia and all these other companies in, the Middle East, because the only reason why we rely on them is because of oil and gas. What?
From China?
No, I'm just saying oil and gas. Okay. Talking about the whole import-export business. It's all run by oil and gas. So if you want to buy something in China, it has to get to you, right? In order to get to you, it has to go through planes, trains, and automobiles, and also boats.
Right.
And all of those things require what? Gasoline. Thank you. So you get rid of the gasoline, get rid of the common denominator, and get everything to run off of lithium ion or run off of electricity. We don't have a dependency. We have no reason to go fight Afghanistan, no reason to go fight Saudi Arabia, no reason to go in the Middle East, period. Because we took back the power. And the problem is we're not taking back power. Get this man an award. Yes, Molly, you're right. He loves Molly, but he has an asshole-ish way of showing it.
Who?
She's talking about me.
Oh, you? Or me? Well, whatever.
Wait, I made a period joke?
Yeah, you did make a period
What
joke.
did I say?
You did make a
I
period
just said
joke.
nailed it. That's all. I just
No,
asked
you
if
said,
it was.
is it that time of month?
That's not a period joke.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't say, hey, are you parting the Red Sea?
I don't want to know that. That's my kid, man. But no.
Now what?
I know where the Bushes come from.
Mm-hmm.
I know, that they were into oil and gas and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But who did they send over there? Who did they send over there to Iraq to fix everything? Halliburton.
Yeah. Which is owned by, or who was the...
I know who the owner was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the challenge, is because they have a dog in a fight.
Yeah.
Because him and Rummy were med buddies for a while. But speaking of, do you remember, and I wish I meant to pull the fucking clip. Do you remember right before 9/11 happened, Rummy,
yeah,
did an announcement saying that there was like $4 trillion missing that was unaccounted for in the Treasury.
I remember that.
And you remember literally the next day 9/11 happened.
Oh,
And
yeah.
nobody remembered what happened on September 10th. And nobody talks about it. And if anybody can find that clip, because I think from what I've heard, even Joe Rogan talking about it, it's been scrubbed, meaning it does not exist in the ether anymore. This is why it's so important nowadays when stuff comes out like that, copy it.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Save it. Put it on a CD so that nobody can erase it ever. Because what they're basically doing is trying to dictate and control history. There's no record and no quantifiable data or any resources, then it's just, as they call it, conspiracy theory. Yeah. What to me is like, no, it's a fucking theory that can either be proven or disproven.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't disprove it, then that doesn't make it a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I hate that whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So do you want to go through the timeline?
Well, my thing, I want to talk about Bush first.
Okay.
My thing is that I was glad that Bush was president at the time because of the fact that the way I look at it is that he took care of us.
Mm-hmm.
He took care of us. And, of course, when the USS Cole was bombed, and, of course, bin Laden said, I'm responsible for that. Of course, Clinton didn't do shit about it, and everything. Clinton knew where bin Laden was the whole time. Now, people say that Bush knew the whole time.
Yeah, Bush flew on an airplane supposedly with him.
Well, what?
Yeah.
When?
Yes.
Is that in the government documents?
Yes, it's in the government.
Is it?
Yeah, the government's got
All
it.
right. Well, I like to see those.
No, it was the Bush. It was like, I think it was like the Bush family or something that they flew him out. They had records of this shit way back in the day. Of course, it's all probably fucking vanished in thin air like everything else does.
Yeah, like Hillary's emails. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
People get called out on shit and all of a sudden it disappears.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it disappears. Everything does.
Yo, Andy, welcome.
Yeah. So, what's up, asshole? Anyway,
What's up, ball liquor?
Yeah. Anyway, I do believe that he did that Bush did do the right thing. Did I think that he had any idea of that it was coming?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Right.
I don't think that he knew it was coming. When Andrew Card told him in the classroom, I mean, you sit there, you stare at his face.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
And you can tell that he didn't know anything about it. And he,
Now,
he was like, what the fuck do I do now? Holy shit, I want to leave. But he didn't want to get up and scare the kids. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
to your point, I think he was a good leader as far as if shit was going to hit the fan,
his
that
first
would be the
term.
one person that I would want in the office because, I mean, obviously his background and everything else. Like I was literally like, now would I say the same thing if something happened and we had to go to war with the current person in office? No, I'd be fucking scared shitless.
I'm scared shitless now.
I know, and I'm like going, but like at least I felt a little, comfort, knowing that. Oh, by the way, Bushes have been in war for the entire time they were in office. So,
Yeah.
who better to go to war than somebody that's already been in war for the last
Yeah.
8 years?
Well, I mean, and one of the
Talking about Bush Senior, by the way, just so people have context.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bush Senior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gulf War, he took care of.
Right.
Like
literally is and this is what's crazy. So like we were talking about the 20 and 30-year-olds, right? And how like they grew up and like that's their vision, or that's what they experience at a young age. Well, like when I grew up, I experienced like we were constantly in fucking war. Like literally all through elementary school, all through middle school. And then of course 9/11 happened all through high school.
Yeah.
And like literally still to this day. But actually, no, I guess we're not really fighting a war right now.
Well, we're close to it.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we don't need to piss off anybody, but of course he's doing a good job of doing it.
Mhm.
So anyway, I don't believe that Bush had any idea that it happened, because if you look at his face, he's just like, oh my God, what? I mean,
Yeah, and he's trying to have a poker face, but you could see his eye movement, and you could see the way his lips and stuff are.
And they zoomed right in on him after the news outlets found out that
Well, that's a great point, and that was one of the things that I wanted to bring up, is that the fact that the news outlets actually knew about it. So all those camera people, they knew about it before he did. Isn't that crazy?
And
that's exactly to your point why that camera cut in so tight, because they knew, oh shit, this video footage is going to be shared for forever.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it's
I get
crazy.
it. So anyway, it's just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but of course, once the freaking they find out that Hussein was harboring terrorists and everything, he said that he's gonna he's gonna go to every country and take care of them. Of course, he took care of Hussein, and of course, no WMDs came up or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, I think that he was given bad intel by the CIA. He was given bad intel.
It's funny.
And then Afghanistan, because that's where everybody was. That of course that's where it all started with. It was Afghanistan, and then went into Iraq, and then they put him on trial and everything, and we all thought that okay, it's all over. And then of course ISIS came up, and Taliban.
ISIS didn't exist yet. It was
ISIS was beginning to form, because I believe that Bin Laden was beginning to form ISIS as.
You're getting your timelines all fucked up.
No.
ISIS did not exist. ISIS was fabricated. It was made up when Obama, I believe it was Obama, might have been president before him. That's when ISIS came. You're thinking of Al Qaeda. That was Pakistan and Afghanistan. That was Bin Laden, but then ISIL or ISIS or whatever. That's the fucking.
He was in charge. He was in charge of ISIS and ISIL too.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when they.
But I'm saying ISIS
they were coming
did
up.
Not
they were coming up
at
the end. They were coming up at the end of his first term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then his second term, of course, Bush didn't run his second term.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Cheney did. Cheney ran the term. Yeah, whatever, Andy.
So here, just so we can fact check, so we can be perfectly accurate.
Go ahead.
ISIL, which is ISIS, formerly known as Al Qaeda, in Iraq and later the Islamic State of Iraq was established in April 2004. So I was correct that it did not exist when September 11th happened.
And that was
2001.
during his first term, 2004, April 2004, because he was reelected in 2004 November.
Mm-hmm.
So Al Qaeda went away, and ISIS came around.
So ISIS was coined the term in 2006, if you want to get
Okay.
Yeah, so 2004, I guess, is when it started falling apart, and then it became ISIS, and that went on till like 2013.
Yeah.
But here's my question, and my question to the audience. So of all these, Andy says, ISIL asshole, same sandwich, different bologna.
Fucking
Buckfush. Yes, Andy. Now I totally lost my fucking train of thought. Okay, so yeah, so the hijackers and stuff, they said, I don't know if you know this or not, or even if the audience knows this, majority of them were from Saudi Arabia.
right.
Why the fuck do we not, and why do we still have embassies and shit in Saudi Arabia? And then, you know, the news reporter recently, right, that Khashoggi,
Yeah.
that was killed by Saudi Arabia, but yet we still do business and we still work with, but yet we're blocking Russia and all this shit because they went after Ukraine. But like, meanwhile, these motherfuckers built, airplanes into the building, and had historical events of
Yeah.
killing people and this doing all this, but yet we still do business, we still partner with them, and we still work with them, and they still have embassies in the United States, and we still have embassies over there. Like, to me, the whole thing is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Andy said it. You hit the nail on the head. Because money. That's why. Goes back to what I said in my argument about Al Gore. You take the money away from them, you take the fucking power.
Right.
It's common sense.
All common sense.
All common sense.
All common sense. All common sense. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Bush's second term, I believe that he did not run the country. It was Cheney. Of course, you see Ashcroft take off, and everybody else stays. Colin Powell Colin Powell left too, and then Condoleezza Rice. I don't believe that Bush, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell knew any fucking thing about it. I think it was all a cover up by Cheney, Ashcroft, and Rumsfeld.
Well, here's the interesting twist. So going back
And
to what you were saying about like the CIA and everything else,
maybe the
supposedly.
Clintons.
So, and this goes back to the question that I asked earlier about like what changes made, what happened after the events that, changed the United States, changed the world. One of the things is the CIA didn't share information with the FBI, and the FBI didn't share information with the CIA
Right.
regarding terrorist situations. And then when 9/11 happened, after the fact, now they share information in between, because what apparently happened is, to your point, FBI had information about terrorist plot, and I do have a story, and it's actually on Wikipedia, and I about fucking fell out of my chair when I read it, about the involvement of the FBI and the CIA and all that sort of stuff, because it is, let me see if I can find it. It was like literally, it's a Wikipedia, of course. Yeah, here it is. So if in case anybody doesn't know, in 1993, the World Trade Center was originally bombed. It was one of the first terrorist attempts. There was a van that parked in the North Tower parking garage with nitrate, hydrogen, gas, basically a bunch of
1993.
1993.
Yep.
So I was reading this, and this is on here. Let me share it so that I'm show the audience that I'm not making this shit up. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Get back here. Okay. Right here. Okay, right here. This particular paragraph right here. I don't know if you can see it on your screen.
Right.
It says Imad Salim, an FBI informant and a key witness in the trial of Ramzi Youssef and Abdul Hakim Murad and Wali Khan Amin Shah.
Muhammad.
stated that the bomb itself was built under supervision from the FBI. During this time as an FBI informant, Salem recorded hours of telephone conversations with his FBI handlers. In tapes made after the bombing, Salem alleged that the unnamed FBI supervisor declined to move forward on a plan that would have used phony powder to fool the conspirators into believing that they were working with genuine explosives.
Right.
Dude, this is fucking Wikipedia. It's literally saying that they worked with the fucking terrorists. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right.
It's scary what you come up with when you do a little digging and doing a little research. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's right here, black and white. But yeah, so that's the reason why I pulled this up. It's kind of like to talk about, the World Trade and talk about, this was not just a one isolated event. This happened also in 1993. Yes, it wasn't airplanes, but they tried to take it down.
Yep. They tried to take that was did you say what building? Building 7.
No, this was the North Tower.
Oh, they tried to.
We haven't talked about Building 7. That's a whole nother. We could do a whole fucking episode on Building 7.
I don't know if I want to or not.
What are your thoughts on Building 7? Honestly.
I don't know. I mean, it was right next to the towers, and if the towers collapsed, I mean, of course, 7 would go.
All right, can I play a little song?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, hold on. Hold up, wait a minute.
Story, a steel frame building owned by Larry Silverstein, who owned it before he bought the lease, weeks before 9/11, for the Twin Towers. If you go on the internet and you put in on YouTube, you put in Building 7 collapse or whatever, you will see the most obvious controlled demolition you'll ever see. You know, where you see from time to time these buildings are brought down, so the charges are in the building in specific sequences, so that when they go off, the building falls on its own footprint and don't bang into other buildings.
Don't bang into other buildings. You hear that?
Yeah, don't bang into other buildings.
Don't bang other buildings. Okay,
Yeah.
That's just fucking moral of that story.
Yeah, don't bang them.
But no, it was really interesting because there was a clip of that same guy who put the billions of dollars weeks before the building or whatever. And he was talking about on a live interview. He said they made the decision to pull the building, and that is terminology in the demo business to basically pull the ripcord, let the motherfucker fall.
Right. Deborah, no. Deborah, damn it. The Bills are already 3 up. So it's already 3-0.
Oh,
Deborah.
Shit. Oh, we're supposed to have the Bills game on. My bad.
That one.
Oh.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
In fact, I probably should turn this one on because it hasn't been updated in God knows how many months.
Wow. Okay. All right.
There we go.
Yeah, Deborah, I watched your Cowboys last night. 40-0.
Woo!
Yeah. What a way to come in and change the subject. You're just a squirrel. That's
right.
what we are. Shit.
No shit, right?
Yep. So, anyway. All right. So, Deborah, curious. Let us know, where were you 22 years ago? I know you posted it on my timeline, but where were you 22 years ago today?
Yeah, you got some pretty good responses I saw when you posted it online.
Yeah, I did that.
It's like too bad they can't do it live on air.
Yeah, I know. They come on there and tell us, hey, I was driving my kid to school. I was this, I was that,
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know is that where were you when, I don't want to say that. I was about to say World War III started.
Woo!
Yeah, we are so close to that. It's unreal.
Dude, I think, God, do you remember back? Of course you do. Iran Contra, and when Russia started moving in nukes and all that sort of stuff into Cuba,
Oh yeah,
and then everybody was freaking the fuck out, and they were doing like the test drills and all that shit.
yeah. That was before my time.
Oh, then how come I know about it? I'm just kidding. No, I've
Well, I mean, I know about it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that was before. That was 4 years before me.
wait. I actually have something that
5
was
years
older
bef-
than you, Patrick.
5 years before me.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
was that 62 or 63? 63. He was assassinated. But he was concentrating more on Cuba than he was on Vietnam. Even though oh God, don't get me started on Lyndon Johnson. Lyndon Johnson, he was wanting more to go to to Vietnam. Why the hell not? So, I got a whole story what I think about fucking Lyndon Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can talk about that another day.
Another day.
Another day, damn government.
So I ran into this this video that was pretty like mind blowing because
Yeah.
I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and I haven't heard or seen anything about this. But going back to the World War III thing today, so I was on my way to work. Before I talk about this video or before I play this video, I just want to say this real fast because it relates to what you were talking about. On my way to work this morning, they were talking about how Kim Jong-un and Putin were all on this train heading to this specific place, and I'm like going, I'm not saying this is a perfect opportunity, but this is a perfect opportunity to make some shit happen in that area of the world. To kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
No offense. But yes, I'm totally going to probably get flagged for that. But
It's okay.
it's the fucking truth.
Deborah, are you still here? Say yes or no. I have a question. Because I'm getting updates.
What are you getting updates about?
Yeah, you're still here? So Aaron Rodgers has already walked off the field with an injury? With the Jet? Yeah. Is he done? Is he done?
Wasn't he like 85 years old by
I'm
now?
keeping it clean. I asked if Aaron Rodgers walked off the field with an injury. And how come she's saying pay Rick? Well, it's all right. So anyway, because I'm getting updates.
Here you go. I'm playing it through key plays till it gets to live.
All right, and it says
Who else is playing?
says that Zach isn't doing too well. Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Where were we? Oh yeah.
9/11. Oh, I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. Let me get back to my share screen.
Oh, okay. Topo, I missed it. All right. All right, go ahead.
Going. Yeah, supposedly there was this jet fuel that melted the building, right? How the hell are they standing in front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, there's so many things that just don't fucking add up, don't make any sense.
Well,
Like, how are you going to be able to stand in front of? And it's not just one person; it's multiple people. And like, I've never seen that footage before, and I didn't even know that was happening. But yeah, I was like, holy shit, that just changes fucking everything now, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Oh shit, Ashley said no. Ah shit.
Was there no sound?
All right, Ashley, you want me to play it again? Hold on. It's a short clip, so.
This image is impossible to explain. Photograph of the hole that was caused by the impact of 9/11 in the North Tower of the World Trade Center shows a woman identified as Edna Centron. She is on the edge
Can you
of
hear
the
it now?
building
Give me a
asking
thumbs
for
up.
help. You can see her in the right corner of the image. How Centron survived the plane's initial impact to the building has never been explained. And if that wasn't already crazy, on the left side of the image you can see a shirtless guy just watching.
That guy ain't shirtless. He's got a fucking white shirt on, you dumbass. You can even see the fucking cuff lines.
Yeah.
People are dumb.
Well,
So yeah, explain that one.
I can't explain that one. I just remember when I was watching all of it, is that I mean, they were literally showing people just jumping out of the building.
Yeah.
And I was hoping the whole time, the people that were jumping out, I was hoping the whole time that they were either passing out or having a heart attack on the way down, because it's so high up.
So there's
And they didn't feel the shit,
right.
you know, when they hit the concrete.
Mm-hmm. There's one video footage that I saw, like, of a couple, looked like a guy and a husband and wife, and they're like holding hands as they jump. Dude, it was so like,
Oh yeah, it was, you know,
damn.
it was all sad, you know.
I'm like, man, it's fucking.
It kind of leaves you speechless, and you have everything, you know, you have everything in your mind what you want to say and all that, and then it just, when you want to come on a podcast and you want to talk about it, it's like you can't.
Well, the thing is I'm a visual person, so like whenever I talk about something, I'm literally in my mind. It's like a reel, and it's playing whatever I'm talking about. So like when I'm talking about that, like I'm literally seeing it in my, like, playing in my mind, and it's just like, oh fuck, and that's when it gets like really like, holy shit, I've never seen anything so horrific. And you know, and I used to watch Faces of Death and all that sort of shit back in the day.
I never really was into Faces of Death, but I'm sure she was. So
Who?
Missy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I was never into that.
Was she starring or was she?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I really don't. But I don't know,
Dude.
You know, it's just,
Your house looks like fucking Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger's worst nightmare.
yeah, I know.
You know it's bad when the fucking Freddy Krueger's having nightmares.
Yeah, it's okay though. It's all right.
Oh man, I'd be sleeping with one eye open. I'd have my fucking camera set up, recording.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's totally left me just, I knew what I was going to talk about and what I was going to say,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just totally, oh, my drink. I need a drink.
Oh.
So talk about what you call it, 9/11. I'll be right back.
So the New York City Fire Department has added 43 new names to its World Trade Center memorial wall in commemoration of firefighters, paramedics, and civilian support staff who have died from illnesses related to 9/11 rescue and recovery efforts. These additions bring the total number of FDNY members who succumbed to post 9/11 illnesses to 331, almost equal to the number of firefighters who lost their lives in the Twin Towers on the day of the attacks. The new names were unveiled at a ceremony in Lower Manhattan, marking the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. It's crazy. But yeah, going back to, I have some video footage that was actually shot by one of the reporters that was reporting on the scene the day of, and they were literally right below the events that were unfolding. So hold on, let me get it queued up.
two. Take 2 and 2, 1. This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now, raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
Woo.
Keep going, let's go.
Man, that's crazy.
Hello, Jamie Hill. That's a Facebook user.
Oh, okay. How the hell do you know her name? It just says Facebook user.
Well, I'm on Remembering the 80s.
Gotcha. Man, that was crazy.
Keep coming, Glenn, come on.
I don't think I ever saw that footage.
Hey, Jamie, if you can, go to Facebook. You are on Facebook. Duh. Sorry. Yeah, go to frustration.unlimited.com or .podcast and come on in.
I sent you the link.
And yeah, there's the link right there. If you,
That way you actually have a name instead of Facebook user.
Yeah, instead of Facebook user. I do believe that she's a new listener.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Did you get some shots?
No.
I feel kind of weird taking shots on 9/11.
Well, it's in honor of everybody that died and all that too. So, you know. If you can see that, Jamie, you can click that and come on in and everything. So, are you still in Canada, Jamie? Are you still in Canada?
Don't you know?
Huh? Oh, yeah? So, but anyway. All right. So, Jamie, we'll take a shot for you. That's what we normally do on the show is for a new listener. We will take a shot for you. And welcome to the podcast. Oh, it's a jelly shot? Jelly shot. Jello.
Jelly shot.
Jello shot. So,
Yeah.
anyway. All right. I got to get over here. Why is it telling me to... Anyway,
What happened?
nothing.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and finish what you were talking about.
Oh, I already did. I played the last clip.
Oh, you did?
I played a clip while you were going, so that way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, like I said, Cheney, Cheney ran the second term of Bush, and that's when all hell broke loose with the 2008 housing market shit and the economy. Can't blame Bush on that one. You can blame Cheney. So, anyway, that's my deal. And then Obama came around, and I don't even want to talk about Obama. So, all right, what else we got on 9/11? More 9/11?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta take this.
So did you hear? Like, this is probably gonna piss off a lot of people, and it pissed me off too once I found out. I didn't realize it was a thing. There are people that utilize a catastrophic event for their own nefarious purposes. So with that being said, have you heard of the 9/11 liar?
Yes, I have.
So this is the first time I'd ever heard of it, and like I was literally, as I was pulling the stories and like doing the research and everything, I was like going, how fucked up are you as an individual? Like, oh, it's so fucked up. But anyway, I'm getting the clip loaded, and
The lie on September 11th.
all right. So this guy says some shit that's kind of funny, like it cracks me up. but you'll see it when we get to it. Dude, I already put the fucking link in there, jackass.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Way to pay attention.
Sorry.
Maybe you should listen to.
All right.
Ready? Here we go.
Go ahead.
The lie on September 11th. We all know what happened that day, but it's not the event that inspired Americans to do better to each other, but the personal stories from that event. One of the most famous being Red Bandana Man. The plane hit at 9:03, and by 9:12, Red Bandana Man, real name Wells, called his mother to leave a message, telling his mom he was okay. He hung up and actually traveled up to find survivors, running into some. One badly burned. He decided to carry the burned victim on his back, while leading the survivors to safety, to an intact stairway. He dropped them off and went back up for more survivors, wearing a red bandana as a mask, to cover his nose and mouth from dust and smoke. Stories like these were shared after the event to provide hope and to find the heroes of one of the lowest days in American history. The most famous living figure being Tanya Head, because she had without a doubt the most traumatic experience of all the survivors. After the plane hit, through the smell and pain of her own burning flesh, crawled in her smoke and flames to help people in worse conditions. Not only that, but she happened to be one of the 19 people to survive, who were positioned above the point of impact. She even ran into and was rescued by the infamous Red Bandana Man. With the story so powerful, she actually became the president of the World Trade Center Survivor Network. Her speech is famously started with, "I was there at the towers. I'm a survivor, and I'm going to tell you about that." In 2007, after she explained that she had a degree from Harvard and Stanford, they wanted to honor her, though they had no record of her ever being at the schools. Merrill Lynch, who she claimed to be employed with in the South Tower, also said they had no record of her. After this was uncovered, she canceled her next few interviews and stopped speaking to reporters. 20 days later, they removed her as the president of the Survivor Network. A newspaper in Barcelona revealed that she had been in class in Barcelona during the 9/11 attacks, and she actually told her classmates her scars were from a car accident and horseback riding, not from the fires on 9/11 that hadn't even happened yet. Tanya was exposed as an opportunistic liar and had not even been in the US until 2 years after the attack. After being exposed in 2008, an anonymous email had been sent out to the network that Tanya had actually took her own life. Then she was fired from her job in 2012 at an insurance company. So yeah, she lied about dying, and her name wasn't even Tanya. It was Alicia, leaving the most powerful, heroic, and inspiring figure on 9/11, a giant scam artist, only in it for the fame and the money. The last trace of her was visiting her mother in 2014, but since then, the 9/11 liar has all but disappeared from the face of the earth.
Dude, shit like that.
Wow.
I'm like,
Why? I mean, what?
this is why I lose faith in humanity is when you hear fucking stories like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Oh,
what the actual fuck?
I would expect it now, but back then, no. I wouldn't have expected it back then. You know?
Yeah.
But now I would. I mean, I would right now. So, you know, because nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when that goes back to the whole desensitized, thing. It's like, dude, nothing.
Barney, hello, Barney.
Barney, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen Prestige Worldwide in a long time.
I know. We haven't seen her so long that I don't even have her shit queued up.
Because we never know if Barney's going to be here. Yeah. See,
Prestige.
I can actually talk now? Yeah.
Prestige.
Wow.
There you go, Barney. All right. Too bad Pam's not here.
Oh, man. Yeah, whatever happened to old Pam?
Pam's been doing some stuff, and Deborah's still here. We got to come up with one for her.
We're doing all right.
We're
we're
okay.
talking about a pretty dark subject, and so we needed that little comedic break. So thank you for coming in right
Yeah,
on time.
really. Yeah, really.
I mean, we've exposed everything from liars to it's crazy, just everything.
Yep.
That whole day, and just the people that are just parasites. That's literally all they are.
Yeah. They all are, you know. So anyway, how come I'm getting 3-0, and up there it says it's tied now 3-3. So that's my Bills and my Jets game. So glad I could lighten the mood a little. All right, that's cool. Oh, there you go.
There we go. We'll put it to left.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 3-3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah.
Wait, are we gonna get knocked because part of the screen is showing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. If so,
I mean, we don't have the
whatever.
audio going from it, so and it's not the full
Whatever,
picture. They can suck a bag of
man,
dicks.
Fuck Facebook, you know, and screw
Zuck and his
YouTube.
fuck bird.
and all that crap. So, anyway. Yeah, so how's your turtles doing?
Turtles are doing great. Apparently, this weather has gotten them in the mood.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. And you thought they were male and female, right?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. So,
All right, just to clear it all up, Devin's got some gay turtles. There you go. How about that?
they're not turtles, they're tortoises.
Okay,
They're
well,
sulcata.
okay, so tortoises. Tortoises,
Yes.
they're still gay.
Yes.
So, go ahead. Explain everything.
We'll explain everything. All right, so when I first got them, whatever, we tried to look to see, like, if they were male, female, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, at that time, like, couldn't really tell. And then, of course, now they're bigger and had them for a few years. And
Yeah.
And, yeah, they're still females. Both of them are females.
Ah, so they're lesbians.
So Natalie's convinced they're boys, but I saw pictures that I could never unsee again. And, yeah, they're definitely not boys.
So you looked at the tortoises' coochies? Oh, my God.
No,
Good God.
I am not inspecting that close. Trust me. I will give it to a fucking reptileologist.
You get some readers. You get some
Herpetologist,
you get some readers and look real close, man.
Get a magnifying glass.
Yeah, get a +3 or something. You go, holy shit, that thing is big.
That's a huge.
Yeah, that's a huge coochie. Shit, yeah. All right, so my Bills tied 3-3 to the Jets. That ain't cool. They need to like score. So.
Damn, 3-3. That's a close game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What are we in first quarter or second quarter? Where are we at?
First quarter still looks like.
Okay.
Is it? Second quarter.
Second quarter.
Yeah.
All right.
Barney said you should try sexting bearded dragon.
Yeah, no thanks. I've been trying to, like, I have leopard geckos, and I was trying for years and years to figure out what the fuck they are, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, if they produce, they produce. If not, like, whatever.
Right.
Although I was shocked as shit when all of a sudden there was a little egg there, and I was like, well, what the fuck do I do now? Then I'm all over here trying to incubate a fucking egg. Like, I'm
Right.
felt like
Right.
I was a crocodile hunter or whatever. Fucking rest in peace.
Oh, so they're not there anymore?
What? What? Oh, the egg?
The lizards.
So the egg ended up hatching. I was able to actually hatch the egg.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't realize you got to keep them separated you got to keep them separated.
Yeah, because don't they eat them or
Yes,
something?
they fucking ate the mother. I was like, what?
What
And
the hell?
I thought for sure because there were so many hiding spots and stuff that, like, yeah, it'll be all right. And yeah, no.
No. They'd eventually find. Of course they do. You know?
So,
Shit.
Byrony, do you have a bearded dragon? Is that what I'm taking by your message? I think next door neighbors have a bearded dragon, too. That's always, like, hanging out at
Who?
the pool.
Oh, Nikki and them?
Yeah, Nikki and
Yeah.
Dawn.
No?
Yeah, I think they got a bearded dragon. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So,
How long do those motherfuckers live?
I don't know.
Because I feel like they've had it
Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Byron
Flipping
said,
up.
flipping over. Yes, I do, Devin.
Yeah. Yeah. Forever and ever and ever.
Hello, Daddy.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was Byrony.
I don't think that was Barney, but it is what it is. And you can play Barney's song again if you want.
No, we're good.
We're good.
We're good.
We're all
We
right.
played it.
Okay. Well, at least we played
It
it.
can't be an intro song and we play it over and over again.
No. So, but anyway, what else we got besides the 9/11 stuff? That's it.
I mean, we got the one Rosie O'Donnell thing.
No.
Why not?
Go ahead. You can go ahead and play Rosie if you want, and then I'll probably end up saying shit that I'm not supposed to.
I mean, I'm not a fan of hers. Don't get me wrong by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
I never said those words.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah. No, see, there you go. Of course you won. Of course. Of course.
Oh man.
Yeah, so go ahead and play the what you call it.
All right, hold on. Let me get it queued up. Boom. You know, and it's yeah, because I'm not like
The cause behind that.
I can't stand her, but she does make fucking valid points, and I can't not talk about them.
The cause behind that.
Well, there are many, many ways to think of it, but historically, have governments ever faked incidents or incited incidents in order to get them into wars? Nations.
All right, what do you think about that question?
I didn't hear it.
All right, so she said, did governments ever fake scenarios in order to lead us into war? I can think of at least one right now. Actually, two.
Lyndon
Doing what?
Lyndon Johnson.
Doing what?
Sending 400,000 troops over to Vietnam.
But what was the catalyst?
We had no business over there.
No, but hold on.
We had no business being over there.
Hold on, you're on the right track.
Okay,
I'm trying
fine.
to reel you in.
Okay.
Fine. So, what was the catalyst? You're actually on the right track. What was the catalyst that started Vietnam War? There was a single incident catalyst that started it, and it was actually government actually admitted that it was a false flag. Basically, it admitted that it was all bullshit.
Right.
Gulf of Tonkin, the Cuba thing that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That was the false flag that got us into Vietnam.
Right.
So she's asked the question, and then of course, and then I was thinking about it as I pulled this story, and I'm going, well, hello. Recently, the government been lying to us for 100 fucking years about UFOs. Now they finally fucking admitted it. Don't use the guys.
Course they
the
admitted
government
it.
doesn't lie to the people. Bull fucking shit. The government lies to people more than it tells us the truth.
Of course they admitted it. They want everything. They want all eyes taken off of Biden and Hunter.
Yep.
That's it. You know?
Yep.
They got the Trump thing going on. They got the fucking
And that totally
UFO.
It totally backfired
The
on them, too.
UFOs, you know, the fires in Maui.
Yep.
They want all the attention off of Biden and Hunter. That's what they want.
Save the thought on the Maui thing, because I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna circle back to that in a minute.
Okay.
I'm sure it has.
Yeah,
I don't think this is the case right here. I don't think that there was a conspiracy between Bush and
Can't
Tony Blair
stand
to
that
put
chick,
these
even
soldiers
worse
in
than
us pawns
Rosie.
so that we can jump into Iran. I think we're going to try to use other methods to stop their program.
There's an admiral who asked that we use diplomatic methods to get out of it, and that's where I wish that we would. I mean, I wish everybody would exercise diplomacy. And
Yeah, just have a bunch of
compromise.
pizza,
Sometimes
sit
you have
down.
to give something up in order to achieve
Have a beer.
better peace.
Have a few
Sometimes you
beers.
have to do
Yeah.
that, and it seems like it's those
Great like the
ideologies
Last Supper.
that are not being
It worked for
talked
Jesus.
about enough. What would a diplomatic compromise be? What would a diplomatic summit be here?
I hope the audience
Very
couldn't
hard
hear
in
that.
America, when anyone from the Mideast has been so demonized that no matter what, it's impossible for some people to believe that the Iranians in any way could ever do anything ethical in any capacity. That they've somehow been dehumanized to the point where they're not people who, they're just the enemy. They're terrorists.
We're not talking about the Iranian people. We're talking about their government, who essentially has total control over them. They essentially have.
Iran had nothing to do with it at all.
That's right, our government, right? I hope people across the world don't think what George Bush is doing represents the American people, because the last election showed it does not.
But let me ask you this: like, what
You fucking whore.
more apt to trust our enemies than our allies, and that's very concerning to me.
Well, that is concerning when nearly everyone in this
administration for that. They've completely annihilated all of our trust. See, I trust our allies and I trust our government much more than I trust our enemies on the war on terror.
Would you say,
Elizabeth.
that you trust
Shut
Bush
the
administration
fuck
as
up,
much
you
as you
pretty.
did when he first
Shut your
took
mouth.
office?
Shut up. Duct tape.
Will you admit
Duct tape.
You know what? In a time
Duct
of
tape.
war, I think you are in a position where you have to trust
Nearly
your
everyone
government.
in this administration is under indictment or suspicion. Nearly every person, from Karl Rove to Rumsfeld to Gonzalez.
Rumsfeld should be.
What do you have to do to get impeached in this country? What do you
Suck
have to
dick.
do?
Rosie, we have the answer. Yes! She nailed it.
People will laugh at that incident. People will
Oh,
rush
that's when
down.
Elizabeth
I'm
got
going to
pissed
be
off at
Monica,
Rosie.
And I'm going to be discreet because your daughter's here.
Okay.
But let me tell you, while he was enjoying himself, there were
Hey,
things
Corey.
going on in this world. Namely, 3 times he could have
What
had
up, Corey?
Osama bin Laden within his
going on,
scope, but he was
Corey?
too busy to try to ask him. Wait a minute. Wait a second. That is important.
I hate that I'm playing a View clip right now because it's like fucking Hen House.
Yeah, I know.
The other guy was as bad. The other guy was as bad. He did this. That digresses from what the real issue is, and the issue is that even you worded a war on terror. I think personally that is propaganda.
Exactly, Marcia Gay, thank you.
It is. It's always been.
Of it like that. Or like
Because it makes people into evil and good.
I'm sorry, but the people who...
Divisive, like Republicans and Democrats.
Whatever his name is, he's a bad guy. He's a very bad guy.
Corey says, yeah.
That's for
They-
sure the hen house.
This guy is a bad guy.
Am I
Bad
saying
guy.
he's a good guy and I want him over for breakfast?
I'm not
No,
saying
I'm not.
that.
But I'm saying that in America, we are fed propaganda, and if you want to know what's happening in the world, go outside of the U.S.
Yes,
media,
that's why
because
everybody
it's
needs
owned
to
by
fucking
4
travel.
corporations. One of them is this one. And you know what?
Oh,
Outside
shit!
of the country to
Right.
find out what's going on in
She
our own
basically
country
just
because it's
dissed her own
frightening.
fucking company
It's
that's paying her
frightening.
bills.
And if you
think we're being brainwashed as a whole country? I think not.
I think
the media
democracy is
Whoa, whoa,
threatened
whoa,
in a way it
whoa, hold
hasn't
up.
been in 200 years, and if America doesn't stand up,
Hold on, I gotta pause that.
Oh, screw Rosie. Rosie don't even know what she's fucking talking about. Look where she's at now.
Yeah, because
Look where
dude,
Rosie's
she
at.
just
Look where-
outed. She just outed the fucking organization. Of course they're gonna fire her. I mean, come on.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like, that'd be a perfect example. You standing in front of the CEO and tell him like, "Hey, yeah, your fucking company's fucking sending money to terrorists, no propaganda shit."
Yeah.
You think you're gonna have a job? Fuck no.
Uh-uh. No.
I mean,
They-
the writing's
They
on the
should have
wall.
took care. They should have took care of fucking Joey Behar a long time ago. They're about to take care of Whoopi,
Yeah.
you know, and everything because of all the bullshit she fucking, shoots out her ass
Right.
and everything. And I've never really sat and watched The View, but I've seen some clips.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what the fuck are these people thinking?
So you know,
and I'm not saying because they're females.
No.
You know, I'm saying because what these people are thinking, you know,
Well, the
and why are
problem-
they agreeing?
well, the problem is, they're not agreeing. Obviously, that's why it's getting heated.
Well-
but the problem is when they get heated, they talk over each other, and that's why it sounds
Kind of like us.
No, we don't talk over each other. We let each other talk, and then
Really?
Yeah.
Andy's not here. Look
Well-
how calm it is.
exactly like when Andy's not here,
Yeah.
we can actually have discussions
No shit.
and not interruptions about squirrels and balls.
Right.
We love you, Andy.
He ain't listening.
All right, so let me go back to this clip here because she's gonna actually make a decent point.
democracy is threatened in a way it hasn't been in 200 years, and if America doesn't stand up, we're in big trouble.
Right now against Iran and implement tougher sanctions, we'll have a war.
Why
here.
is she so bad? Why is she?
She was a hardcore Republican.
Okay, I gotta ask the
Elizabeth?
fucking obvious question. Why is she so hell bent on Iran?
Who?
Elizabeth, this is like she brought up Iran like at least 30 times in this. Like we're 4 minutes in, she brought it up at least 20 fucking times. The Iran had nothing to do with any of this shit. I almost feel like she's being fed propaganda.
Iran has been behind. I don't.
None of those terrorists were Iranian. That's that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but were they harboring terrorists?
No, it was
like
Afghanistan,
Iraq.
No. And the weapons of mass destruction and everything that Bush went to go fucking seek and destroy and didn't find shit. Why are we going after Iran? What's the real reason? Because they ain't found shit. And Iran hasn't blown up shit, hasn't attacked shit.
Yeah, but they can.
Well, so can I, motherfucker. Doesn't mean I need to be fucking target on my back.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's capable of that shit.
Everybody in the whole world's got target on their backs. So.
Well, you know who's got the newest target on their back now, right?
Yeah, who?
South Africa. Watch, and you'll see. It's gonna be fucking, yeah. It's gonna be some shit's gonna be. Wars are gonna be fought. Let me just put it that way. I hate to say it, but here we go.
Just do that. I don't see it as a mistake.
I know you don't see it as a mistake.
I don't find
no-bid contract for 5 years, Halliburton. Wait a second.
Here we go.
$16 billion. You want to know why we'd go into Iran? For the money.
Bam!
That's why we would do it.
I even said that. I even said that for Cheney because Halliburton.
We're the oldest democracy in the world, and that's something to be proud of. We're the oldest democracy in the world, and we're a democracy founded on capitalism. But capitalism, the definition is
Capitalism's
not where we are
destroying,
right now. Capitalism
yeah.
run amok, and there was
all about greed.
ideology in the early democracies that were about a lot more about community and a lot more about helping your neighborhood and your country. And now I feel like we're in a kind of an imperialistic stage, and that's not the ideologies of our forefathers.
To clarify, in terms of
She's
this
actually
war,
got a
do I
good
think
point.
we went in the right way? No, we could have done things a lot better. We should have gone in with more troops. There should have been. I'm not a military strategist, but
do you
I
think
think that
Iraq
things were
Bitch, you can't even say the fucking word.
You know what? That's
Yes or
something
no?
that I struggle with.
Did Iraq have anything to do with blowing up the
I
Twin
believe
Towers?
that at the time, George Bush was our president, was faced with a decision, and all the evidence stated that it did, and all the evidence that all the Democrats who voted for this war saw, and also believe that
or the cherry-picked evidence.
Okay, well, the
Ding,
evidence
ding, ding,
that
ding,
they
ding.
saw indicated that Iraq had a part in 9/11, and that they were plotting to use those weapons of mass destruction in
still
future
think this
times.
now?
Hang on, he had the choice
planning
to
to go
make the
in.
mistake
Bitch!
and go in there,
You're
assuming
wrong.
that they did, or
You're
that
wrong
they
then,
didn't.
and you're wrong
I'd rather
16
them
years
make the
later.
mistake on the fact that yes, they had it, and at least we went in
Let me
there.
ask you one more thing.
This
Do
clip
you
was
think the
16 years
government
ago.
purposely
Oh, okay.
misled the American people to believe that Iraq had something to do with 9/11?
No.
Yes, says the crowd.
Do you believe that the government had anything to do with the attack of 9/11? Do you believe in a conspiracy in terms of the attack of 9/11?
Ooh, it's
No,
going.
but I do believe that
Here
it's
we
the
go.
first time in history that fire has ever melted steel. I do believe that it defies physics for the World Trade Center Tower 7, Building
Get
7,
it.
which collapsed in on itself. It is impossible
At
for
free
a
fall
building to
speed,
fall
don't
the way
forget.
it fell without explosives being involved. World Trade Center 7. World Trader 1 and 2 got hit by planes. 7, miraculously, the first time in history, steel was melted by fire. It is physically impossible.
And who do you think is responsible for that?
I have no idea.
Rummy.
To say that we don't know that it imploded and it was an implosion.
That was his office. He burned the
beyond
bitch
ignorant.
down.
Look at the films. Get a physics expert here from Yale, from Harvard. Pick the school. It defies reason.
Get one. Okay. One, because that
I would do it.
I bet in 16 years you didn't.
It is the unthinkable. But imagine if somebody could convince you of that, could prove it to you, Elizabeth. Just 7.
I don't think it would happen, but I would. If someone could sit here right now and prove that to me, I would.
Okay, we're going to
open
call
my
up
mind to that.
Harvard and we're going to call up Yale. And we're going to ask somebody from physics to come and explain.
Bush went to Yale. How good could they
We'll go to
be?
Harvard.
Oh,
We'll go to Harvard.
ouch, dig.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back in America, land of the free.
Shut up, Rosie.
Peace out. We'll be
Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out, Rosie.
No wonder Donald Trump hates her.
Oh, dude, not only her, but also Howard Stern hates her too.
Oh yeah.
I was actually going to research that. Why they hate her so much.
I know a couple words that Stern used to call Rosie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I ain't saying them. I ain't saying those damn words.
Well,
yes,
yeah.
Corey.
Yes.
Maybe.
So, Corey, to your point, you missed it earlier, but one of the stories that I pulled up was that the FBI was actually in cahoots in 1993 when the building was exploded in the parking garage of, I think it was the North Tower. Yeah, so I talked about that a little bit ago, that the actual FBI was aiding the people in that whole attack, which if they did that, what else did they do? That's my whole that's my whole philosophy. They got busted for that. What else did they do? What else did they do that they didn't get busted? Now, going back to the Maui thing, there are people that are saying that it's a do. You know what do is, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that the towers that collapsed was due?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Do you think that Maui had some Mountain Dew sprinkled on it?
There's something crooked out there, though.
No, why do you,
That's all I think.
why do
That's
you
it.
what makes you think that? You don't have to go into specifics. I just want to know, like,
I mean, the
what-
whole
what-
island fucking burns,
not the whole island, but
except for Rosie's house.
not Rosie's, Oprah's, and Zuck's, and Larry Ellison's.
Yeah.
All the rich elites.
Well, Kamala Harris did say something about reducing the population one time. Yeah, in her little speech. You know, so, the kids can live here. You know what I'm saying? So, You know, maybe they wanted to start with Hawaii and just work their way through California, Arizona, Utah.
Do we want
Nevada,
to dive a little bit deeper into this Hawaii thing?
Go ahead, do it. Whatever.
All right, because I mean we got on the subject.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this was actually I
waited a couple days to make this video.
I got real pissed off at first, but then I was like, after I listened to it and like kind of let my emotions calm down.
Yeah.
She had some pretty interesting points, so that's why I want to play it. Hold on,
I've waited a couple days to make this video, thinking that surely one of you would make it before me and I wouldn't have to be the one, but since it's been days and nobody's done it, here we go! So I was talking to my husband about the Hawaii fires a couple days ago and how Hawaii's not a state, and he full stopped me. What do you mean Hawaii's not a state? Hawaii's a state. No, you guys, Hawaii's not a state. Hawaii has never been a state, and we are currently conquering Hawaii. I can prove it. Before I do,
So before I go dive into this rabbit hole. So when she said that, I was like, this bitch has lost her fucking mind. We got literally 50 fucking stars on there, one of which is Hawaii. And then I'm like, and then we also got Congress, seats in the Senate and everything for Hawaii. And I'm like going, has this chick lost her fucking mind? But then as you listen to it,
most of them have.
You realize like they're basically talking about Hawaii like it's the Puerto Rico, like it's Guam, like it's a territory that
right.
Yeah, I'll let her explain. But yeah, she actually pulls up evidence and factual documents and shit. So it is.
I just want to take a second
to
validate the fact that you probably were taught that Hawaii was a state in school. If you were to look at an 8th grade textbook now versus what you had as an 8th grade textbook, the information is completely different. They literally make it up as they go. It's all a farce. A real quick example of this is if you look up your rights in a current textbook, it said that the right to bear arms is reserved to state military or militia. It does not give the right to the people to bear arms. But I promised proof, and here it is. Hawaii is internationally recognized as a state of the United States. Sovereignty advocates argue that Hawaii is an independent nation under military occupation due to the fact that there is no treaty of annexation between Hawaiian Kingdom and the United States.
All right, hold on. Let me
Wow.
let me
What?
go. Okay, here's where I had a huge fucking problem with this.
Okay.
So I'll leave it up on the screen. I'll keep us minimized so that the audience can read it. It literally says in the first fucking sentence, read that sentence. Internationally recognized as a state of the United States of America.
Yeah.
But then it says sovereignty advocates, which means, sovereign citizens.
Yes.
They can claim whatever the fuck they want. They don't believe they're part of a fucking organization. They don't believe they're part of anything of the United States.
Okay.
So this is where she's right, but she's wrong. She's talking about how the natives, the indigenous people of Hawaii, don't want to be part of the United States. Just because you don't want something doesn't make it factual. And this is anecdotal evidence. This is not refuted. This is like the sovereign people or whatever is what she's talking about. She's not talking about politicians. She's not talking about government officials. She's not talking about she's talking about basically the Hawaiian Native people. And in fact, if you read above it, it says, acknowledges that the Native Hawaiian people never directly relinquished to the United States their claims, blah, blah, blah. Just because they don't agree to it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Right.
And so that's kind of the biggest fundamental flaw that I had.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so I'll let her explain some more because
Kingdom and the United States. There's no paperwork. But that's not all. Here you go, guys. Here is a act to provide government for the territory of Hawaii. Hawaii is not now, nor has it ever been a state. It has always been an occupied territory. It has been an ally.
Well, every
that
fucking
is
place
why,
is an occupied territory.
Aid took so long to get there.
Even
if
Antarctica.
They were a state, aid would have been there the next day. They are not a state. They are an allied nation. It takes us time to get supplies to allied nations. But
oh, that was a great pause right there.
Yeah, that's a great pause.
Did she not realize
look at that hole in her mouth?
Does she not realize it takes time to get aid there because it's a fucking island that's not attached to anything?
Yeah. It's kind of like the Virgin Islands.
It's like I love how they use certain things and they twist it and manipulate it to fit their fucking argument.
Well, it's kind of like the U.S. Virgin Islands, you know. U.S. That's U.S. territory. Puerto Rico's U.S.
territory. So is Guam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are
What,
we
Barney?
conquering Hawaii? Well, see, that's what they really don't want you to know. Aside from the fact that Hawaii is not a state, the reason that they are conquering Hawaii is because of the billionaires who own about half of the island. America.
And I'd like to point out
Okay,
that half
that's a
that they
better
own,
freeze frame. All right, go ahead.
that the half that they own isn't the half that burned.
Yes.
Ironically.
Yes.
America has proven throughout the course of history that they have no problem eliminating indigenous people for the land.
Look at Native Americans.
However, the other half of this land would be owned by Oprah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates. So the elite, Epstein's clients, and since Hawaii's not part of America, American laws don't touch it. Epstein Island wouldn't be illegal if it was Hawaii. And you guys, this didn't just happen yesterday.
Hold on.
Where's she looking at?
I don't know, but like
She's thinking.
she just said that Epstein Island, if it was Hawaii, wouldn't have been. That's insinuating that it was legal on his island.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have
I
been
just wanted
trying
to
to
point
steal
that out.
Hawaii for so long that we are being prosecuted for several war crimes against them, as can be seen here.
All right, let's see. I didn't actually read these. United States District Court of Hawaii was reported to United Nations Office, United Nations High Commissioner Human Rights Council complaint, procedure unit, Geneva, war crime, willing to deprive a person of fair and regular trial, blah, 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 blah. Circuit Court of Hawaii was reported to United Nations, human rights. Okay, what is the actual charge?
It's okay,
Against
Barney.
who?
It's all right. What do you mean the actual two?
Huh? No, like charges against, allegations against who. But then it says war crime victim, so it actually does show.
Yeah.
But it doesn't tell you the outcome.
Of course it doesn't tell you the outcome.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit her narrative.
Yeah, they started the fire. That's the outcome to get rid of them.
They didn't start the fire. It was
Billy
always
Joel.
burning and the world was turning.
Hawaii is
Right.
not a state. Our elite are stealing it to make a legal.
I got a question. How can you steal something you
Check
own?
out those eyes, man.
I know, man.
Woo! Freak. Okay, go ahead.
How can you steal something you own? What she's meaning is burn the land, get the land for dirt cheap because nobody wants it. Cause
That's
it's burnt.
true. That's
Okay.
true.
So
That's true.
that-
And they-
Trafficking Island.
Mhm.
I want to end this with one final piece of food for thought, and I want to say this in as tactfully a way as I can. We have media in actual war zones where there are bombs going off and live fire. We have media at every other natural disaster. We put weatherman out into tornadoes to report live on it for us.
What about hurricanes?
I was just going to say, don't forget hurricanes.
Don't forget about fake hurricanes.
Why was there a massive dust screen put up over like half of the island? Why was the media not allowed in or out? Why were media drones not allowed to fly? Why weren't the people allowed in or out? Why wasn't school in session? Where are these children? Because I still haven't found them. Where are the kids? It's not another Epstein Island, but all of the children are missing. Our government has made it abundantly clear that they have something to hide. Despite Hawaii having been offered statehood, they never accepted statehood and are not a state. These documents are available on hawaiiankingdom.org, as well as many other websites. You can just Google the nation of Hawaii, and it comes up because Hawaii is its own nation. Open your eyes, guys. Take a look around. If you think for 1 second that our country doesn't have a problem taking this land from the indigenous and taking this land from the Mexicans and then taking this land from the Hawaii indigenous, what makes you think that you aren't next on the chopping block? Your land isn't safe, and they are coming for it.
Well, our land has never been safe. Just because you own property, you don't pay that fucking sales tax. Guess what? Or not sales tax.
Property
tax. Guess what? It's now the government's.
Fucking government.
The fucking government.
Yeah, I think it would all be solved by Robert Kennedy.
Yeah,
I think so.
And
can you believe? Can you believe that Pelosi is running for another term? I mean,
do we want to get on that subject?
No, I don't.
No, because actually, I kind of do, because I think that there should be age limits.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
We don't need 80 fucking plus year old people, 90-year-old people. I hate to say it, I'm not trying to be like ageist or anything like that, but like
ageist.
Yeah, you know, sexist, racist, and then there's ageist. It's a thing. Look it up. Google it. You got a computer right there. You got your phone.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I really think that there should be term limits. I really think there should be age limits. I think that, like, if you can't fucking see the road to drive, then you should not be fucking running the country, period. I think that, like, if your beliefs were from 1902, then a lot has changed in that time.
Right.
And you really should get the fuck out of the office and go experience life, because you missed out on it for fucking 40, 50 years. Yeah, Corey.
Yeah. My opinion is that we need to just. It's like what, and I'm not trying to sound like Trump. I was never a Trump fan.
Whatever, you want to lick his balls.
No,
and his anus.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Ball licker.
No, I don't. All
right, go ahead.
I can't bitch about, about the last election, because I didn't vote, because I didn't like neither one of them, but I don't like the way that the country's going, because, Biden is so, sorry that he's dimensionized and all that, and slowly going into Alzheimer's and everything, but he has no business being there, and neither does Kamala.
Can I ask you
I don't care what anybody says.
Can I ask you a really
important
question?
What?
So how come when Bush was in office that it was his bad intel, it was everybody's fault but his, but now that it's Biden, it's his fault, not everybody else's? Why are you flip-flopped? Why are you one way with your guy and then the opposite with the guy that's currently in office? It sounds to me like...
Okay, do we need to play a couple of interviews that Biden has done? I know that Bush wasn't...
You're missing my point.
I know Bush wasn't that great, that smart, whatever, articulate, strategery and all that.
Nuclear. What do you say? Nuclear? How do you say? I can't even say it. Nuclear. Yeah, he said it wrong, and everybody fucking ostracized.
And everybody started coming down on him. And everybody always comes down on the president. It's always the president's fault.
Yep.
And
that's where I was going with this. It's so far from reality.
Bush had it more together than what fucking Biden ever did.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's how I'm looking at it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because if we end up getting bombed by Russia or whatever, and of course all it takes is one bomb and then bam, we're in it.
Let me ask you this.
We have Biden for another 8 years, ever how long he'll last, and then we'll have Kamala.
Oh.
Why the hell? Why? I mean, we need somebody stronger in there.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Kennedy. I mean, even if it, well,
do we need Olive?
I don't want.
We get Olive in the studio and get him in the office.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
everybody get down. It is a chopper.
Everybody get to the chopper. Yeah.
Everybody get to the chopper.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, it's like. It's like, okay, if Trump is not going to be on the ticket, everybody's going to write Trump's name in.
Yeah,
that's what they're going to. That's what they're going to do, But I'm
telling everybody to write in Harambe.
No,
everybody write in Harambe.
I'm really, truly hoping that. I mean, DeSantis has already dropped out because he knows he'll lose.
Yeah,
smart, That's good for him. He needs another 4
I knew he
years,
wasn't
and
gonna
he'll be
win.
all right. He'll be all right.
Nah.
But his approval rating for so I'm really kind of hoping, I've never voted. I never voted a Democrat before. So
Oh my God, guys! This is breaking news.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, if it came between Trump and Robert Kennedy, Robert Kennedy is in the middle. He has Republican views and he has Democratic views. Okay, he's just like his dad and like his like John, Kennedy and everything. He was fair. John was fair, even though he probably in the Marilyn Monroe bullshit, just like Robert or his dad. But whatever. Anyway, and Sinatra had something to do with that too, I think. But I would literally vote for Bobby Kennedy.
All right, hold on. So you would, for the very first time, do what now?
Vote for Bobby Kennedy. Yeah.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We have late breaking news.
If Kennedy was on the ticket, I would vote.
Hold on, wait for it. Gotta wait for that climactic build. All right. So go ahead. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Timestamp.
You heard it here first.
If Robert Kennedy Jr. is on the ticket, I would vote for Robert Kennedy. I would. Yep, I sure would.
You heard it here first,
now,
ladies and gentlemen.
Now, if JFK Jr.
Byrony, I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
but
because he had an accident.
Could we get like AI to talk for him or something?
Yeah, I know, but
Byrony, I'm right there with you. Like I can't get past, and and I feel horrible because it's like you're literally making fun of somebody's medical condition or whatever. But it's
that's kind of like Abbott too.
Well, he deserves everything he's got fucking coming to him.
And I have a cousin. I have a cousin with MS that's stuck in a wheelchair too. In Baltimore.
But that's different.
Yes,
that wasn't a choice.
That wasn't a choice. I understand that. Abbott's was an accident.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's a big deciding factor.
Here lately, I haven't been a really big Abbott fan either.
Oh, God.
So, Paxton never was. Dan Patrick, piece of shit, never was. And everything. Because, we've had better as governor, we've had better. I thought Rick Perry was good. I thought, he was the longest running governor in Texas. Right next to, I do believe, Sam Houston. Sam Houston was president at the time of Texas. President of Texas didn't turn governor. But anyway, but yeah, I would vote. I would vote for Robert Kennedy. But however, if JFK Jr. did not be an idiot and fly to Nantucket in a Cessna in the dark over the ocean, I believe that he would have ran for president or got into politics along with Robert Jr. And I believe that they would have probably been together just like John and Senior was.
All right, let me throw a plot twist in there because it wouldn't be a good story without a plot twist.
Yeah.
So, do you think he is gonna? I don't want to say carry on his father's legacy, but I want to say, do you think he's gonna go after the people that orchestrated his father's demise, basically the same way? I'm not saying similar to Bush Jr. carrying on the legacy of Bush Sr. Do you think that he's going to try to carry on that?
I don't think he would because they're all dead.
Well, Bush Sr. recently died, but yeah.
They're all dead. Everybody's dead. It's like they can release the JFK files. They're dead. All of them.
Wasn't the rule like 50 years after the incident they can finally release information?
It's been well over 50 years.
Yeah, and speaking of, I don't know if you heard this. I read the story on it. Speaking of JFK and everything, there's new twist to it. one of the guys that was security that was in the car, motorcade, he's the one that found the bullet, and he found it in the seat cushion, pulled it out, and he was the one that placed it on JFK's bed. So you know that whole magic bullet theory and how they were like, well, how did it end up in JFK? It had to have done this and ricocheted here and bounced here and curved here and went over here. Now they're basically going, all of that goes away, because if that bullet was found in the cushion, that means it went fucking straight. Which, you know what that also means?
It came from the back.
There was more than one shooter.
Well, of course there was more than one shooter. Everybody knows that. There was one behind the fence. And then they'd use Oswald as a fucking patsy.
Yep.
And then there was one over there off of Commerce.
You talking about the not the grassy knoll, or are you talking
No,
about
I'm talking the fence was over there, but the fence is over there by
talking about the bridge, or where?
I'm talking about Commerce over there close to Reunion. When you're going under the triple underpass.
So Houston is here, and then the street that he was shot on, I forget the name of it. Elm is here. Then there was a bridge right here, and then there was
the triple
fence.
overpass or underpass.
Yeah. So we're in conjunction to the triple overpass.
I do believe that the shots came from the fence behind the grassy knoll.
Yep, that's exactly.
The fatal shot right there.
I mean, we've had how many people try to
so many people has try to recreate the
reenact
and all that
same
crap.
Gun,
I remember
same ballistics, same everything.
I remember in 1976-7 that they did a total thing on it because President Ford wanted it done, and they said there was no way that Oswald could have fired those 3 shots. There was no way he could have done it.
Well, you know Jesse Ventura, right? He's an actual Navy SEAL. And he tried it. He actually went to the book depository.
I was about to say suppository.
It's funny. When I was talking about this, because when I was up in school in Missouri, like apparently I was the go-to person to talk about what happened at fucking, and I'm like, why? Because I was from Texas.
Yeah, so you call it.
I literally called it book suppository.
So you start shoving all that books up your ass.
The teacher fucking died laughing, and then I died laughing, realizing like as I said it.
Yeah.
And the whole entire class had no fucking idea what a suppository was, because nobody laughed, and it was just her and I fucking having a huge chuckle.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome because it was an inside joke that like only her and I got.
Right. Well, the thing is that and what really kind of as I learned about it in school. Of course, I learned about it in elementary school. It was around third grade when I learned about Kennedy. Started learning about Kennedy.
Right.
John. That as I started digging deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into it, as he was slowly moving on Elm, and with Governor Connolly sitting in the front and all that, and they were moving. On Houston Street, from where they turned from, when they turned left on Houston. Yeah.
According to Waze, it's Houston.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
Fucking drives me nuts.
As they turn, they turn left onto Elm,
right,
and everything. And so, who was sitting in a car that, of course, it was a convertible, but who was sitting in a car, sitting on Houston, watching his boss get his head fucking blown off?
OBJ?
That motherfucker.
Was he in the same car?
Lyndon Johnson was on Houston Street in his car watching the whole thing unfold.
He wasn't in the motorcade? Or was he?
He was in the motorcade, but he was on Houston when...
So he hadn't turned on Elm yet?
No, he hasn't turned on Elm yet. Lyndon was in on it. I know Lyndon was in on it. Can't prove it. The only thing that I can prove on Lyndon was that Johnson...
He had a huge one.
Was that Johnson... his lifelong dream was to be president.
Mm-hmm.
That was his lifelong dream,
Right.
to be president. And of course, he was from Texas, and all that. Just whatever, I mean,
No, spit it out, man. Don't whatever.
It just makes.
Fucking hate that word.
It just makes it makes Texas look bad.
Right.
Because he was in on the assassination. He's the one that picked everybody for a Warren Commission. They were all his friends. And in the Warren Commission, they found out, well, okay, Oswald was the sole shooter, da 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 da, pissed off Jack Ruby, blah 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 blah, blah and everything. His,
All right, I'm about to bring this full circle.
His casket.
All right,
Whatever.
just so the audience knows, like you're like trying to understand like what the hell does the correlation of JFK getting assassinated and all that sort of stuff have to do with 9/11? Well, Patrick hit the nail on the head when he talked about the Warren Commission. And as we watched in that video, the person that was in charge of the whole entire 9/11 investigation and the everything else, the one that was the president, lied about the entire fucking thing. So that means that whole investigation is null and void, and it should be fucking redone.
What? Bush lied?
No. I'm saying, no, we just played the video of that heavyset lady.
Yeah.
Saying that she was, at 9/11 and everything else, and her
Right,
skin
right,
was
right,
burned
right.
and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Pay attention. Follow along.
Okay. I'm
Follow
following.
along with the bouncy ball, okay?
Okay, yeah. I'm following.
She was the president of the 9/11 Commission, the one that investigated the shit. Thank
okay,
you.
okay.
So now you've seen the correlation between that
Yeah, I see it.
and Johnson and JFK. The fact that both of those investigations, and I use air quotes because they were no fucking investigation.
Right. Of course, there was no
Because if there
investigation.
was an investigation, why
It
the
was too
fuck?
fast.
In
It's
the
kinda-
documents
it-
that I pulled that talked about 19 terrorists, and more than half were Saudis. Why the fuck was there not an investigation against the Saudi? Oh, why? Because we already discussed it. Because it's about money.
Yep. Oil and money.
Oil
All
and
right.
money.
So
do you think that
the
with,
Warren
with the
Commission-
JFK and everything was about money and oil,
No,
or just money?
I think it was about money and war.
Money and war. How so?
Because Lyndon fucking Johnson,
Mhm.
he wanted to go to Vietnam and not worry about Cuba during the Cuba crisis, missile crisis, and all that shit. They were 90 miles off of our. They're 90 miles off of our coast. I mean, they could have shot a fucking a missile at Florida.
Mhm.
JFK was more worried about that. Robert was more worried about that.
Mhm.
And everything. What was Lyndon worried about? Nah, I want money from fucking, taking care of this over Vietnam. So we sent 400,000 people over there. 300,000. I want to go 399,000. There was blood everywhere over there.
Mhm.
That was the nastiest, uncalled for fucking war. We lost. We lost that one. And that was the only one that we lost.
So let me ask you this:
I mean, we won Korean. We won the Korean War.
So let me ask you this: who's the terrorist now?
Our government.
Thank you. I think the government should be tried on fucking multiple accounts.
Well, yeah, our government. Our government is the fucking terrorist.
Yep. And
They're
here's
trying
the
to,
shitty
they're
thing.
trying to get rid of their own people, kind of like what fucking Hussein did.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Warren Commission with Kennedy, it only lasted a couple of years, and then they closed it. Okay, so Oswald was the sole shooter. Jack Ruby went in, killed him, and then Jack
That way
died
he
in
couldn't
jail.
talk, right.
That's true. And then Jack, died in jail with cancer. 2 or 3 years later. How convenient.
Right.
Okay. Epstein didn't
Yep.
hang himself.
Mhm.
Okay. So, and then you have the 9/11 Commission that was put together. It wasn't put together by Bush. It was put together by Cheney. Okay. So that only lasted a couple of years. And now we had COVID in 2020. Okay. Oh, vaccine magically fucking appears and everything, and they want to get rid of all of us. Well, I sounded smart then.
No, you sounded like a huge conspiracy theorist.
Well, shit. No, I'm saying
we'll probably
I
get popped for that one. we
I
can
don't-
talk about all the rest, but
care.
that one we'll get popped for.
I mean, I don't care. You know what,
Yeah.
Facebook? Fucking cancel me because I said that COVID came out with a fucking vaccination within 9 months. Y'all were already fucking working on one. Shit, and it takes years and years and years and years. Okay, Molly, I'm sorry you still don't feel good. Okay,
Minimum of 10 years
Okay, so it takes a minimum of 10 years to come up with a good vaccination.
to get FDA approved and
Okay.
everything else. Usually takes about 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, so who was controlling the FDA?
Whoever has the biggest pocketbook.
That's true.
Who controls anything? Whoever has the biggest pocketbook.
Yeah. So, I mean, man, I would have never, and I said it before and I'll say it again, I would never thought I would see this country the way it is in my lifetime. I thought that my kids would see it, and I wouldn't want my grandkids to see it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want my kids to see it. I didn't want my grandkids to see it. But of course, you got these fucking people that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, Bills 13, Jets 3.
All right, well, thank you for that.
What do you mean, what grandkids, Molly? I know I'm going to have grandkids one day. Shit. So,
Hey, I might have grand turtles before you have grandkids.
that's true. But I thought your turtles are gay. So,
Yep.
Okay, Molly. All right. So
what's the over and under? Is it Molly or Jimmy? Who's gonna
have one first?
Yeah.
I think Jim will probably have one first.
I got money on Jimmy too, so
Yeah. I got money on
Sorry, Molly.
Molly, you
and don't try to fucking beat the
no,
odds.
No, don't beat it. No,
Even Molly says Jimmy. All right, we're all in agreement.
Yeah, okay, we're all in agreement. All right, we're all in agreement. So,
Hey, Molly, whatever you do, don't have kids to keep the fucking relationship alive. Like, that is the worst fucking situation. If the relationship is dead before kids, it's going to be 10 times worse with kids.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I've seen so many people make. And they end up having like the third kid, right? To try to make the whole fucking relationship better.
Yeah.
And it never works. That's why a lot of these girls have 3 kids.
Never works. James Patrick, if you're listening off of Twitch, please let me know.
Who, what? Oh, I guess I should fire up this shit, huh?
What?
Facebook, so I can actually see who the hell is messaging, comment, or coming in.
Yeah, Molly, everything will be all right. Don't worry about it.
Everything gonna be all right.
Yeah, everything will be all right.
Everything gonna be
So,
all right.
Mr. James Patrick Martin, are you on Twitch? Please say yes. I'm your dad. Just say okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You're gonna adopt? Well, you are 29. You can make your own decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. Just make sure it's a smart Korean kid. It's pretty fucking smart. You know what I'm saying? They'll end up valedictorian if you stay on their ass long enough.
Yeah, see, and it's funny because I actually.
And I'm not being racist either, because they are smart.
Who?
When she said I'm gonna adopt, make sure it's a little Korean kid.
Why Korea, man?
Because they're smart. They end up valedictorians, man.
Koreans?
Yeah, salutatorians.
I thought they end up with donut shops.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
I'm just
Is that
playing.
one of the things that they teach over there?
Yeah, exactly. Molly says, I don't need someone to do my nails.
That's racist. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man, I can't wait till the fucking Google Translator.
Oh, God.
Oh, and you get to hear and see all their fucking conversation.
Yeah.
All these bitches are talking fucking foul shit about me. Because you know damn well they're talking mad shit. and nobody's gonna call them out on it because none of us know their fucking language.
Yeah.
That's how naive Americans are.
Yep. Yep.
We don't give a fuck. We want everybody to convert to our language.
Yeah.
How about we just have a universal language? It's
No. We don't need universal language. We don't need no universal law either.
like speaking of like universal
No, we
language.
don't need that shit.
Isn't it funny how like the Egyptians and shit had hieroglyphics, right? And that communicated stories and shit. And now here we are,
Right.
fucking with emojis and shit to tell an entire story. You can put a peach and a fucking eggplant next to each other, and everybody knows. Oh, you fucking with two little characters, two little emojis.
Okay, what is this? What is this from? What I'm about to state, not state, but quote a movie.
Quote.
Hold on. Let me take a drink.
All right. You know what's fucked up is that idiocracy is becoming more and more true every fucking day.
Yeah, it's true.
Ashley says nails are Vietnamese.
All right,
you're not wrong.
All right. Okay. So everybody guess what movie this is from.
Koreans are donuts. Come on, get it right, people. Fuck.
They're all the same to me. Ugh.
Oh
Molly,
my god,
Molly, you are not.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So here's a movie quote, and people tell me where it's from. What movie it's from? We're going back to Peaches.
Okay, peaches.
Okay. Here we go. Ah, a peach. I can eat a peach for hours.
A League of Their Own.
No.
I'm just kidding. Ashley says, Molly, you're not supposed to say that out loud.
Wow, she's cranky tonight. Look at that. Molly's cranky. Okay, again, a peach.
Yeah, I like peach.
I can eat a peach for hours.
Me too.
Okay, so what movie is that from? Come on.
Debbie Does Dallas.
No, that's not fucking Debbie Does Dallas. No, Can I'll give y'all a hint.
Scream.
No, it's not Scream.
It makes sense.
I'll give y'all a hint. And this is the biggest hint. Let's see. Nicolas Cage.
Fuck.
No, that's not Green Mile. Molly.
The Rock.
Nope. Welcome to the Rock. Nope.
Oh, Sean Connery. Yes, I like Sean Connery. He was a great guy.
No, that sounds like Tom Brokaw.
Yeah, Sheriff Tom Brokaw.
Okay. All right. So it's not The Rock. It's not Sean Connery. It's Nicolas Cage.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
No.
No.
He didn't. No.
Oh, that was a redhead scene. Oh, God, that was a fucking great line. Sorry.
All right. Anybody else?
Always like redhead.
Or is everybody Googling?
They're Googling.
Ah, there you go, Molly.
She Googled. She's a professional Googler.
No, I think she knows because
you know what? I've never seen Face Off.
Because me and Molly and I know that every time that
it's Molly and I. But go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Anyway, because every time their mother left, I would let them watch movies.
Right.
I let them watch movies with me. Face Off. I let them watch Face Off. I let them watch Lethal Weapon 4, and all that.
Look at her. She fucking all caps barking orders over here.
Damn, Molly.
Dang. Girl, your phone ain't broken. Your fingers ain't broken. You can Instacart your own shit. Be independent. Stop relying on a man. Especially, worthless dad number 2.
That's you?
No, that's you.
Bullshit.
I'm dad number 1, motherfucker.
Bullshit.
I got promoted. You got demoted.
I don't think so.
Now we got Ashley fucking saying, do it. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah. What?
Patrick's got some amazing German chocolate cake at his house.
Yeah, I do. Should have took some home, Molly.
Yeah.
You know? Ah, okay.
I think I got a bite or two out of somebody. I think it might have been Natalie's. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the well, at least she only put the initials on there.
Yeah, not the whole thing spelled out, so
right.
Patrick will cringe.
Right.
She knows better because she knows who's going to be buying her chocolate, and she knows if she puts the whole thing spelled out, you ain't going to buy her shit.
Oh.
Hey, neither did we, just so you know.
Yeah, well, it's all right. It's okay. Sorry you had to go through that. You know? I guess you can blame me for it because, I determined the sex. So, whatever.
Yeah, it's doggy style versus missionary. That's how you know. You were a missionary, baby. Sorry to inform you.
No, no, actually, Jimmy was.
Okay. Truth comes out. I might have got him backwards. You never know.
That was funny. Fucking nasty. Yeah, it is now, Molly. Ooh.
Well, you finally figured out a way to make her cringe.
Yeah, I know.
It only took 183 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, but as I look, I mean, Molly and Jimmy, two great things that came out of that marriage, but now I look back and I look, oh, God, what the fuck was I thinking? You know?
Mm-hmm. That's every fucking relationship I've ever been in.
Oh, yeah.
Except for maybe one or two.
Yeah. Yeah. But, that's too bad she doesn't listen, and, I would be able to, just...
Let her have it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Like outside earlier.
Oh, dude, I have so much, man. So much. I mean, I can spill some shit, but being respectful to my daughter and to my son, I won't do it until the day I die.
What's funny?
But after that day comes up and I'm gone, it's all coming out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Molly just said, just stop talking. So, hey, I haven't said nothing bad, but that's okay. So anyway, all right, well, it's 9:03, man.
What?
Yeah, that's how quick it went by. It went by pretty quick. All right, we got any new listeners in here? Hello,
new listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much.
Any new listeners? 13.6 bills.
13.6 bills. All right.
13.6 bills.
Good job.
Yeah, there's the rookie. Is that a rookie? Or is that Dawson? Yep, that's the rookie. Kincaid.
You know, it's so bad that, the first game out that the Cowboys played, they had their second and third fucking string people playing, and they would have had, literally their brand new quarterback that they just got, but they couldn't because of some kind of restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were literally tempted, let's put this motherfucker in.
I know Deuce was out there. And
who is the new young quarterback for the Cowboys, the third string guy?
He was from San Francisco.
No, I don't think he played pro.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was with San Francisco.
Because I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, dude, I actually have some hope for this guy, and I haven't even seen him fucking play, and I don't even know his name, but I'm like, this guy might be the next thing.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him do shit.
Molly said I look like a fly.
You look like a fly with your 8 fucking eyes.
Yeah, I do need to get some new glasses. So
yes, you do.
Oh,
Molly said he's fine. Oh. So you apparently know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nice, good-looking dude. No homo.
Who?
The third string guy from Cowboys.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No. Nobody's talking about you, Patrick.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm gorgeous. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I showed a picture of Jimmy to a couple of people I work with, right? And he said, "Wow, he's gorgeous." And I was going, "Okay, that's my son. Okay, thanks." You know, and that's something I didn't want to hear, but it's okay. But anyway, all right. Well, it's 5 after 9. No, Molly. I don't think so. Molly, you're not. Molly, you remember? Molly, you remember when I used to call you my little pretty girl? Yes, when you were a little girl. I still call you that. You know that I do. So, you're 29 years old and I still do that. So anyway, all right. Well, she said, "Yeah, stop." All right. Well, it's 6 after 9 and everything, and gotta get to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing?
Making some business deals, transactions.
Oh, while we're on the fucking podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Business never stops, 24/7. This might be a multi-million-dollar deal, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it stops when I clock out.
Nah, that's why you don't own your own business, brother.
Well, not right now. I just don't. Not right now. I just don't want to do it. You know? So.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, y'all. Well, it's been interesting. Oh yeah, I plugged my plug-in into my into the outlet, but I never plugged it up to my laptop. Because here it is, right here. See?
Well, what? You didn't plug your
No,
power cord?
No, my battery has gone down.
What's it at?
Hold on.
Depending on your brightness, it should be pretty.
26%.
Oh, shit balls.
Yeah, I know.
Let me ask you: does it ever go to actually 100%?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine. Remember, I talked about on the previous podcast. It would never go above 80. Ever since the last update, now all of a sudden it goes to 100. I'm like, these motherfuckers are fucking with my shit.
Right.
I'm like, I was getting pissed because it would never go to 100%. It would always. I literally left it overnight, completely off on the charger, and it'd be at 80%. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Apparently, yes. Ashley, you're absolutely right. Apple was listening. Like, oh shit, we better fix this fucking computer, otherwise he's gonna take the shit back and fucking throw it at us. Yeah, I don't fuck around with Apple.
Yeah.
I've won too many battles with them, and I'm probably gonna have to take the other laptop, the one I don't remember if it's the one Ashley has or the other one. It might be the one Ashley. Does the laptop I gave you? Does that actually close when you close the lid? Does it actually, or does it have the bubble, the keyboard bubble?
Keyboard. Oh, she said nope. Oh, something's wrong with the battery.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is that the one that I used to have?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think yours actually still closed, but mine was so warped that like you couldn't even close the shell.
Right.
It was literally like it was like this.
Yeah.
Like a fucking rainbow, dude. It was so bad. And I fought Apple on it and made them pay for everything, so.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. While Devin is doing business on the podcast and everything, I guess we'll call it for this evening, and we'll be back next. What is it? Next Tuesday? Is it next Tuesday? I'm going to probably have to be remote next Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, anyway. All right, everybody. Well, I think that will be it for this evening. And y'all take it easy, and I guess we'll see you like next week or something. I'll probably be remote, so you may go ahead and close it or try to close it.
No, hold on, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I'm just making I might have acquired another business, so that's the nature of the beast. You never know when business happens. You just got to be there to opportunities, man. You got to get them while they're hot.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Love you long time. Catch us next Tuesday at our regularly scheduled time.
I'll probably be remote, but
Patrick will be remote, which means I need to remind me to turn
Yeah.
echo cancel
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the only.
I need to take a mic with me too, so I can plug it in too. So it'll be
Do we got-
better. I think we got.
We got one you can take with the stand.
Okay, we'll
but
do
you're
that.
gonna need the XLR to. Yeah, that's gonna.
I thought we still had the USB.
I thought you had a USB mic.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you have the USB headphones, or no, Bluetooth.
I had the Bluetooth headphones, but I thought we had the USB when we first started doing the podcast. I thought we had USB.
We did.
those.
Remember, because we had
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
back 2 of those cords because they didn't work.
Right.
One of them, or one or
Right.
2 of them.
I can
did.
try that.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. I'll have to look in the box and stuff to find that. All right, everybody. Thanks again
that's not
for
on.
tuning in. What's not on?
No, the light where.
Oh, yeah. I turned them off just to see what the difference was. And, honestly, the light looks exactly the same.
Yeah. It does.
And I'm like,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know. That's why
until
I
I
was like,
looked at my battery.
oh, shit.
So, anyway. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. See y'all next Tuesday. Like I said, I'll be remote. And we'll,
And hopefully maybe I can get some cool guests in. Maybe I can get the business person in that I've been talking to. You never know.
Why not? You never know.
All right, guys. Love you a long time.
All right.
Catch you
Y'all
later. If you haven't liked, subscribe, do so now. Turn on your notifications so that way you get all the wonderful deliciousness. And when we do impromptu podcasts like today, you'll get the notification and you'll know about it. All right.
All right. Y'all take care. See y'all later. Bye.
Later.